It's a beautiful summer morning here in Champlin, Minnesota, and we are at Bauer Berry Farm. Owners Nancy and Bill Bauer are the masters behind this magical place and have been doing it for nearly 40 years. Hundreds of people flock from far and wide to sample the wonderful items the Bauers provide. They specialize in beautiful, and not to mention delicious, fresh strawberries, blueberries, and sweet corn. In the near 40 years of operation, the Bauers have hired over 1,000 teenage employees, planted over 3,000 trees as shelter belts, produced over 2,000 tons of straw, over 80,000 hours of labor, and nearly 40,000 cars have passed through these gates. We were honored to spend a few minutes with Nancy and Bill to reflect on the past, the present, and what the future holds for the Bauer Berry Farm.
To me, it's just a thing of beauty. I love it. And so do the people that come, and they really express that to us. We started the strawberry farm with my in-laws, Nancy's parents, and the blueberries. Actually, I don't want to ring my own bell, but Nancy and I have really worked hard to make the strawberries, and even early on, Webb and Sis worked extremely hard to make sure that our strawberries were good ones. And they were. So the word kind of gets around among growers. Oh, there's a new guy up in Champlin there. They seem to be doing a pretty good job, you know. So the University of Minnesota contacted us through contacts, the fruit and vegetable growers. And they contacted us and said, would you like to be involved in a blueberry study, a feasibility study? What that means is we want to know, as university plant specialists, if blueberries can be profitable growing and selling them, like you do strawberries. And we said, sure. And we love blueberries. We had every different variety that came out. We probably planted more varieties than any other grower because they'd hit upon one, they'd stop. We wanted to keep going. So we have a lot of variety in our blueberry patch. They've been going strong, and this year looks like a really good year.
We started the farm with my parents. My dad was a corn farmer south of Osseo. He was pretty fastidious, so he was doing all the mowing, and we planted these trees. And we planted in here to block, initially in the blueberry patch, we had snow fence to try and catch snow and block the wind. And then we decided we'll plant trees. So he figured out how to mow right next to the tree and get it cut really close, because he had this little deflector that he put and welded onto his tractor. So that, you know, he kind of set the bar on how it should look. Otherwise, you just kind of, it's a farm, you don't worry, but almost everything is mowed. I process the checks, so I'll see Chanhassen, Chaska, Plymouth, Maple Grove, Andover. I mean, it's a huge circle, so someone driving, I would guess, an hour. What do they say? I'm not checking them out, but when I do, they'll stop their car. I'm on my bike sometimes running back and forth to save my legs. And they'll stop and say, thank you for doing this. And we had a new gal, probably in her early 30s, late 20s, and she stopped and she was so excited. Oh, I picked strawberries. This is the first time I've been here. I am so excited. I'm gonna make jam. And that keeps us going, because these long days are hard, but just getting that little bit of feedback. The pleasure is, though, the customers have been so appreciative of all our work, and they let us know. And when you have good fruit, which we've had this year, they're happy, we're happy, and it just makes a really positive experience. The other pleasure is our employees, who are such go-getters, and they're all very sharp, good students. And without them, we'd be lost, because their energy is critical.
them watch us when it cuts them off.
It's the beginning of August, and the Bauers are winding down from another fantastic season. The strawberries are done for the year, the blueberries are on their way out, but there is one last key component to this tale: sweet corn. Sweet corn is the Bauers' last hurrah of the season, and it begins at 7 a.m. with the picking. Alongside Bill and his tractor are a handful of teenage employees to make sure the picking is done right. Ears of corn are picked by hand, tossed into the back of a wagon to ensure a healthy crop for today's sale. Once the wagon is full, a group of staff members hold on tight as they wash the corn down. After the corn has been rinsed, blankets are placed on top of the corn and is rinsed one last time to keep the corn nice and cool and to prepare it for today's sale. Once 9 a.m. rolls around, the Bauers begin selling the corn. We mentioned how delicious the strawberries and blueberries are, and the sweet corn is no exception. The Bauers take pride in what they do, and the product speaks for itself. You just can't beat it. Year after year, customers come back for their consistently delicious product, and over the years, the Bauers have made friendships with some of these customers. Almost like a small community, right within the gates of the farm. We asked Bill for his take on some of these wonderful customers.
Our customers, I tell you, they're almost as good as our teenagers. They come year after year. You get to know them, after so many years. And you get to see the ones that can't pick anymore. And so they call and say, can you, we know them, and can you pick us some berries? So teenagers are out picking berries for these people that can no longer pick. But they just really enjoy coming here. They just really do. And they, every year we have people saying, oh, this is so great. Sure hope you never quit.
Before we packed up and headed out for the day, we had two final questions for Nancy and Bill. How has it been working together for all these years? And are you excited for your future retirement?
It's challenging at times, and he'll say the same thing, but we really buoy each other up. So one of us is down, the other one is up, and that helps a lot. And I'm the one that sees everything has to get done today, and it really bothers me. He says, we'll get to it. And I'm thinking, you should go do this and you should go do that. But I've learned to take it and just back off, and he helps with that. But we really do well at making decisions and come to an agreement on what we're going to do.
I could have never asked for a better partner. I tell her that every single day, but like I said earlier, she's kind of getting tired, and well, I am too. She says, I can't put up with your crankiness and your orneriness when things don't go right. And anyway, I want to enjoy our life, and so we're cutting back. It'll take a few years to do that, so that's good. But we won't have the constant all summer long.
We've practiced. We were teachers, so now we're not teachers anymore, so we have our winters off. And so that's our retirement time. We know we can do it. I'm ready. It's a lot of work.
What will you miss the most about this place?
It won't be the work, for sure, but it would be the customers and the beauty of the farm, because there are sometimes I go out and I think, we're wasting a perfectly good night. We're working out here. It's gorgeous. But if we wouldn't be working, we wouldn't be outside enjoying what's happening. And we're seeing it in all seasons, and that's very nice.
Walking, I walk a lot on the farm, and when I get down closer to the front, I look to the west, it's such a wide open expanse. I can see everything, and beautiful clouds, and I can't even, it's everything. The plants that we put in for the bees, we're going to go for the butterflies next year, and the nice fields that we have. You know, the corn is beautiful right now. It's country in the city is what it is. And we love the Guthrie Theater, so we go down to the Guthrie frequently, and it's right in our backyard. Or Minnesota Orchestra, or, you know, a wide variety of things like that you couldn't have if, say, we lived permanently in Hayward. There's Duluth, you know, you could always go to Duluth, but it's not the same.
So you'll miss it.
When we leave the farm, I'm gonna cry. Don't start me now. I love it. I really love it.